Mrs. Blank was reported missing on blank. Final report moments captured on security camera. Subject seems to disappear through a door absent from any architectural plans. Ooh. Oh my god, it's a person. Like an actual... It looked like... That was really good. That looks like a real person. Good job. What is happening? Michaela? Like Michaela Reed? Our fellow survivor? Oh. Video lost. Ooh. All things wicked. Okay. That gave me no context whatsoever. Like, you didn't even... We didn't see the bad guy. Like, at all. Am I wrong? Like, was he there and I didn't see it? But, like, that opening is very Five Nights at Freddy's meets Observation Duty. Like, the flipping through cameras. And because it wasn't in color, like, it also... I mean, we'll see when we get in there, but... Okay. All things wicked. Ooh! It's a movie theater. We gonna go see a blockbuster? So is that gonna be our new map? Is a possibly abandoned movie theater? Can you tell? Wonder if I just want to see if we get a zoom in on the map at all. We do. A little bit. Can you tell what movies are in the background there? Let's see. There's like this white background with the like hands and a face coming through. Looks like teeth in this one. It says Woken. I see Woken, The Sink. Something sinkening, I assume. Rotten. I just noticed there's also cars floating in the background. That's, okay. Very, interesting. Okay, let's see. Featured. Oh, God. Ew! Is that the new guy? What is that? I don't know if I want to... Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, so... I know I've complained about characters... Sorry, that's my phone. I've complained about characters looking gross before. Like, I complained about... fucking, sorry, language, but I've complained about... Ugh! Oh, God. Okay. I need to focus. Okay. I complained about Dredge looking gross. But now I've gotten used to him, like... This guy is just a whole new level of unsettling. Ugh. Okay. I mean, I I don't know what to say about him. Like, okay, he's literally called the Unknown. I mean, ugh, I don't like his twitching. I don't like his spunness. I don't like any of this. Just anything that I'm looking at. But, might as well, read your backstory, if we can, without freaking out. Okay. So, Olivia's master thesis was on urban legends and their origins. She believed they shared similarities with traditional folklore and picked one to illustrate her point. The unknown was believed to be a mysterious evil so heinous that investigating it almost immediately invited death. Yeah, I could see that. At least... Ugh. Ugh, stop, that sound is grossing me out. At least that was how the story went, and there was many stories. One story was of a woman in Greenville who disappeared without a trace on a stage in front of a room full of witnesses. Her friend disappeared weeks later. While trying to investigate what happened, the police were stumped. They had no clues or leads. That mystery created the perfect storm for amplifying and spreading the urban legend. Okay. So he's kind of like, if anybody's... Obviously, he's a bit like Slenderman in that way. Like, at least the Slenderman from the movie. But he also reminds me a lot of, not in look at all, but the story at least, so kind of reminds me of the movie The Bye Bye Man. If anybody saw or heard of that, it was like you weren't supposed to think it, you weren't supposed to say it, otherwise the thing would follow you and kill you, or it would drive you to kill yourself. Very similar kind of with Bird Box, but different. Okay. Instead of going back home for spring break, Olivia headed to Greenville to investigate. She drove to the second cheapest motel in town and began to set up a small room that smelled of cigarette smoke, mold, and booze. She turned one wall into a kind of evidence board. She taped up articles and various theories on similar disappearance attributes of the unknown throughout the country. I lost my place. Oh, she made connections with red string and yellow thumbtacks. Anyone walking into the motel room would think she had lost her mind. I mean, yeah. Okay. Others believed it to be an alien that escaped from Area 51. Some said that it was a malevolent entity conjured long ago by an ancient cult. Legend was that it thrived in darkness and stole the voices of those it consumed so as to lure others to their doom. Oh, so it's like Siren Head, huh? Or doppelgangers, or a mimic. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, first newspaper article Olivia found referenced a disappearance at a seance held in 1800s. In the late 1950s, several college students mysteriously disappeared from a movie theater. Witness saw them go inside. Some remembered seeing them in their seats, but when the lights came up, they were gone. No one saw them leave. No trace of them was ever found. A projectionist claimed to have heard voices in the empty darkness of the theater later that night, but when he turned on the lights, no one was there. Then in the 1960s, a group of teens disappeared while exploring an abandoned hospital believed to be haunted. Okay. This is like those cases of people who go missing and fucking rides and stuff. Ugh. Alright. Stories of speculation, those mystifying disappearances. Some people talked about top secret government research program run by the Office of Strategic Services in the 1950s, Project Apple Pie. Mind control experiments using the hallucinogenic drugs. Most of the records were destroyed in the 70s, but witnesses claim that experiments were performed on unsuspecting civilians in various settings and locations throughout the country, including movie theaters, hospitals, and universities. Many believe these unethical experiments opened doorways to other dimensions, which allowed the evil things to enter the world. So they let this thing out by accident, I guess. The unknown dwells in darkness. God, this story is long. The unknown darkness dwells. The unknown dwells in the darkness and can mimic its victims. Was it an evil entity, extraterrestrial, failed government experiment, or a garden variety serial killer allergic to publicity? She wanted to prove the unknown was nothing more than a modern day folktale that the investigation led to this night to place its shabby motel room. Hold on, somebody's messaging me. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. And she half remembered another urban legend with the unknown thick, unnatural fog that somehow made people disappear. Yep. That's the entity of our Dead by Daylight. Okay. This is a lot of stuff. She printed the sketch right in the middle of the evidence board, laughed nervously, and walked into consumed by the unknown, or having tried to define it. Anxiously, she started at the windows and front doors for seconds and turned. Alright, but nothing. Now, after 2 a.m., Olivia was exhausted as she examined the articles and sipped cold coffee, so when she heard the whisper, she wondered if she imagined it. Olivia! It happened to come from the bathroom. Help! The light in the room flickered. Who's there? Olivia stared at wide eyes with closed door to the bathroom. Her mind was playing tricks on her, or her friend had shown up to prank her. Ariella? Sean? Stop messing with me. The lights continued to flicker as she edged closer to the bathroom. Fear spread through the ways. The unknown behind the bathroom door was preparing to make her pay for her hubris. Something began to whisper her name again, but the voice rose, crackled, distorted in sudden panic, as if brooding creature behind the door was under attack. An unknown horror-filled When the lights turned back on and she could see a strange black fog seeping through the bottom of the door, hesitantly, Olivia cracked the door open to see a bulky shape with frenzied tentacles being pulled into a thick mass of fog, vanishing slowly into the darkness and dying in the shadows. She wasn't sure what to do. Part of her wanted to run, but the other part wanted to know more. As she considered what to do next, dozens of voices began to call out to her, promised the unknown, and the impossible of unearthly things beyond human experience. Okay, that's a lot of information. This one feels longer than most. Alright, so let's see your makeup here. So, okay, Unbound. The perk activates for 30 seconds after a survivor the perk activates for 30 seconds after a survivor becomes injured by any means. After vaulting a window, you gain 5% haste for 10 seconds. This effect cannot stack with itself. Okay, so okay. Unforeseen. When you perform the break action on a generator, your terror radius transforms to the generator for 30 seconds, and its radius is set for 32 meters. You gain undetectable for that duration when this perk goes on cooldown for 30 seconds. Okay, so that's a terror radius thing on the gen. Got it. Undone. Okay, when a survivor misses a healing or repair skill check, gain 3 tokens up to 30. When you perform the break action on a generator, if you have any tokens, consume all of them. For each token consumed, the generator loses 1%. The total progress then becomes blocked for 1 second. Then once the generator is unblocked, it starts regressing. Okay, so it's kind of like Pop in a way. Alright. I mean... I'm never I'm gonna have to get used to you, because you are just a whole lot of mess. But, we'll figure it out. Can we, look at your survivor real quick, and then we'll, get into this? Alright, let's see. Sable. Sable Ward. Alright, so... you have... Invocation Weaving Spiders. That's a game. When in the basement, near the circle, press the activity button to begin the invocation. Invocation of 120 seconds. After survivors will see your aura during this and can join on ongoing interactions, increasing your speed. Perk, they increase by... okay, so it helps other survivors, so it's kind of like Prove Thyself. Strength and Shadows. When in the basement, this perk activates unlocks in Strengths and Shadows ability, which allows you to heal without a medkit at 70% normal healing speed. Ooh. I like the sound of that, but why do you have to be in the basement for it? Okay, and Wicked. Your self-unhook attempts in the basements always succeed. When you are unhooked or unhook yourself, you see the killer's aura for 20 seconds. Okay. Cool, so it's all basement shit. Is it because, like, you love dark stuff? Like, you seem very gothy, but that's cool. But, okay, I mean, sure.